Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I want to share with you my current makeup routine. So check this video out. All right, so I'm gonna show you my current makeup routine. Some of these products I've been using for such a long time. They're my absolute favorite. Other products are just products that I got from Ipsy or BoxyCharm or FabFitFun. They're not necessarily my favorite. They're just, I like to switch out my favorites every once in a while so my skin doesn't get so immune to it. But this is currently what I do for springtime. So I actually just started doing this to wash my face, and then I just leave it on to do my makeup. I've actually been using a little headband, a little towel headband. I like it. It just makes me feel like I'm getting ready in the morning, and it's cute. I got this from an Ipsy bag, and it's just nice and soft, and it gets my hair out of the way. That way I don't have to tie my hair up and have that kink just in case. Yeah, so I always start off with this. My current primer that I've been using is by Tatcha. It's their Silk Canvas. I really, really like this primer. I really like makeup primers that feel very silky when they go on, and this is definitely a good product. But like I said, I start off with a primer. I'm not going to get into too much detail with each product. I like to save that for my empties video that I normally do every season, so I will give you a full talk on this. But right now, Silk Primer I know is so far for me the way to go, and it's very light too. All right, so now I always start off with a primer. What I'm going to show you first is my everyday, so no matter what, even if I'm going to go out later on that evening or later on in the day, I always start off with this stuff and then I build with different makeup later on, but at least just to have something on my face. And this stuff probably only takes like 5 minutes to do, maybe 6 minutes if I need the extra minute to work on my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are the worst part of doing my makeup. I'm not that good at it, but sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not. But anyway, so I always use just a BB cream just for during the day. Currently, I'm using this one by Purlisse. It's their Ageless Glow. I absolutely love this foundation, so I will talk about it. This actually I love all their serums, so you guys probably have heard me talk about this all the time. Down below, I have a coupon code if you want to check them out. But right now, this one, if you actually go to your local Costco, they actually have a double pack of this. So if you have not tried this serum, foundation, BB cream, you need to go to Costco and get this. It's, I think, $28.99 for 2 of them, so you will love this. But I use this first, and I've actually just started using, I want to say in the winter season, a sponge. I never really used a sponge before. I always used my fingers, but I actually really enjoy doing this together. So no matter what, this is always my base. Whether I'm going to put foundation on later on, I always do this, at least for during the day, probably at least until like the early afternoon, because then I'll decide if I'm going to be going out or if I go shopping and I want a little bit more makeup on. But this is always my first step. All right, and then the next thing I do is I put some concealer on just underneath my eyes and in my little indentation of my nose because I'm very red there. So currently the one that I'm using is this one by Tarte, very hydrating. And then I use, just by context, Complex Culture, their concealer brush. Mostly all the brushes that I'm going to show you is by this brand. I absolutely love these brushes. All right, and then I noticed that I do look a little shiny, so I actually use a setting powder. This is the current one that I'm using. It is KVB, and that's what it is. So just like any old setting powder. This one doesn't really stand out to me, or isn't really bad. A lot of the setting powders I use really just absorb more of the oil or the shyness, and that's why I like it. And then I use it with their Petite powder brush. So I just pack it on, and wherever I use concealer, that's when I go ahead and put the setting powder on. All right, so I like to be simple during the day, especially if I don't end up going out, but I still want to put makeup on my face. So I like to put a little bit of, actually not even eyeshadow on, I put a little bit of brown color, and I actually use Perlice's BB concealer. So I actually use this concealer on my eyelids. This is their darkest one deep. They actually sent me a PR package a while ago with all 5 colors of the concealers, and I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do with the lightest one and what am I gonna do with the darkest one? The lightest one I actually gave to my youngest, and not my youngest, my daughter, and my youngest uses sometimes too for competition, but the darkest one, I'm like, what am I gonna use it? So I actually use it as eyeshadow. So this is their concealer. Their concealer is amazing. I actually switch back and forth from Tarte and from them, but this is not only just a concealer, it actually has benefits as well. But with this one, I currently use it on my eyes as eyeshadow. So just a little color, just to, you know, just so your face isn't so blended in and you just, you know, you can tell the difference. All right, so I started using just a little bit of blush. I actually skipped the bronzer during the day, but I just put a little bit of blush on. I'm currently using this one by Natasha Denona. And it's just really simple. It's just the blush and a highlighter. I really don't use the highlighter too much unless I really need it. If I do, I just use it with my fingers, but this is the blush and it doesn't stick out that much, but it gives you that little tint of color. So that's why I use this one during the day. In the evening, or if I'm going out, I use something else, but I use this. And of course I use my cheek brush. Blush is blush. My cheek brush. It looks like. And then I do notice that sometimes I do get a little glossy here and here, so I will just finishing it up with a finishing powder. So I use this one by KAB. This is their loose setting powder. It's got a little bit of tint of a color to it. It doesn't really go on your face too dark. It's very light. Doesn't really want to focus, but you can see it's KAB. And I use this with my big huge brush. You can see the little tint of color over time. But this, I actually just put it, you know, all around my face and then a little bit extra over here. But I like this because what it does with the blush, it actually, if I put a little bit too much on there, it actually blends it to where it looks more natural. All right, so then after that, I do my eyebrows. Now this is what might take me an extra minute because literally my morning makeup routine is like literally like a 5-minute deal. So I have been using this one by Item. It's their, there we go, it's their brow eye pencil. And I just do, I start off up here, go down, and then just fill it up a little bit here. Sometimes I need a little bit more because I like normally do this one really good because I can see better, and then this one, when I try to do it, for some reason I don't know the way that I have to do it, I like cover it a weird way. And then what I use is, I got this by Grande Brow Fill. It's their volumizing gel. So normally I use some kind of gel. Normally it's clear. This one has a little bit of color just because I got it in a box, but just to kind of like brush it out a little bit. And then I follow mascara. So I just put one coat on. Currently I'm using this one by Milani. It's their high rated anti-gravity mascara. That's what it looks like by them. And then here's the brush. So like I said, very simple makeup routine. And that's just like my typical like everyday makeup routine because, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna go out or if I'm just driving at least my girls to activities. I want to at least, you know, have something on my face. So if I decide to go out, I actually do put a foundation on, and it depends what I'm going to be doing. If it's just like simple like going out activities where I'm just like going shopping and stuff like that, I actually use my Yensa Silk Foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. If you guys have not tried this out, you guys need to. I actually have a coupon code down below. But this foundation is awesome because it's very light. And then if I really need a fuller coverage, I actually use their full coverage one. And that's what this one looks like. This one is awesome as well. So, and then I used to, like I said, use my fingers. I actually I have their sponge and I have their brush, but lately I've just been really loving their brush. That's what it looks like. So there's not really a difference to me. Like one makes you look more airbrush, one makes you, look more natural. So I just go back and forth between both brushes, but either the sponge or this brush. But that's what I use. And then I will put some bronzer on. I've not been contouring at all, but I actually use the one by Iconic London. I don't want to glare you guys with the mirror, but just a simple bronzer. So, and just a little bit of color. And then, of course, I use their bronzer brush. That's what it looks like. And then after a little bit of bronzer, I just put it, the rule of 3 and E. I go in with a liquid blush. So I'm going to show you it's the same brush that I use, but I either it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm just going out and shopping, I use the Iconic London one because this one, really getting glares. Let's see. There we go. You can see the color right there. This one's called Cheeky Coral. This one's more of a lighter color to where, you just got that little tint, but if I want a little bit more pop, I love Perlice's BB cheek color. This one's in Petal Pink. This one's my absolute favorite. All right. Now, it depends if I go out or not. So if I am actually just running some errands, I actually will take my bronzer and I will just put a little bit more color by using my bronzer and build it up because I still have the BB cream on, or the concealer BB cream. So that's already on, and just to have like a second color, I will actually use my bronzer. But if I'm actually going out, I've been literally just using natural colors, nudes. So I actually love, this is Naked 2 Urban Decay. You can never go wrong with that. And I'll either just use these 3 colors over here or these 3 colors over here. So just plain simple. I haven't been doing my makeup full force too much because for those of you guys who watch our vlogs, our bathroom is still under construction. And I'm just like, I have all my makeup, a lot of it all packed because I needed to get it out of the bathroom. So I just have not at all been putting on full makeup, but it is what it is. All right, so then I follow up with eyeliner, and this is the current one I'm using. This one is, I'm not really sure what the brand is, but this is what it looks like. I just got it in an Ipsy bag. I'm not really too picky about my eyeliners. It is black, it looks just like that. It's silky, so I like silky black eyeliners, but put a little bit underneath and on top. And then I follow with, of course, mascara again. So that's pretty much what I've been using for if I go out, just, outside of the house, obviously, besides just taking my kids to activities, but if I'm just go out shopping or if I go out to like to dinner or something with Paul. And then honestly, what I've been using for my lips lately is I really haven't been using too much lipstick. I will use my Yensa lipstick, and I actually, I haven't used it too much, but I've literally just been using like a simple gloss. So this is the current gloss I'm actually using, and I actually just used this like a week and a half ago and it's almost gone because I'm like, I need to constantly have something on my lips, and this one it's pretty good so far. Like I said, I got it in an Ipsy bag. So, but that is actually everything that I use for my current makeup routine. I would say like my Perlice products and my Yensa and my Iconic and my Naked 2 Urban Decay, like those ones are like the ones that I constantly use all the time throughout any season. But the other ones are just the ones that I'm currently using, and it's just the current way that I'm doing stuff. I kind of start slowing down. Like I did put more stuff on in the winter, and then now that springtime's coming, I put on a little less because when summer hits, I try not to wear a lot of makeup at all. So, but yeah, that's everything. So out of all these products, what do you guys use? What's your favorite? What don't you like? And then I know, like, I will say my eyebrow pencil, I think it's probably too, I do like the item, but I'm like, I don't know if I really like the color. I feel like it's a little bit too dark for me, but is there any products that you would recommend for me for makeup? All right, so that's it for this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I make specialty videos every Thursday like this, as well as on Mondays that we post our weekend vlog, and Saturdays we post our weekly vlog. Also down below is a link to Bella Bean's channel. Go ahead and check her channel out and subscribe over there. We do tons of fun, crazy activities over there. We would love to have you as part of our YouTube family on both channels. And then I will see you guys in our next one.